Thank you for attending this presentation. I'm Hyoseung, a PhD student from Post-Tech of Korea. Our study is improving viewing experiences of first-person shooter gameplays with automatically generate motion effects. Many people, including me, really love playing games and even watching the games like eSports. Then, have you ever imagined that watching eSports in a 4D cinema with motion effects? It'll be very fun and immersive. In this work, we combined viewing gameplay and 4D technology using motion effects. Thanks to 4D technology, we can enjoy multimedia with various sensory feedback. For example, we can feel motion, olfaction, wind, and the like. We focused on motion effects, the major feedback of 4D applications. However, manual design of motion effects is very difficult and expensive. So, Lee proposed an automatic motion synthesis algorithm previously. In that study, they made motion commands by estimating camera motion, movements of a salient object on a screen, and impressive sounds like collision or explosion, where you can feel vibratory motion effects. We wanted to apply this idea to viewing experiences of first-person shooter gameplay. Why did we choose the FPS game? When watching a first-person view video, you may feel like being the main character of the video. Also, there are two major actions that players can take. First, moving their characters, and the second, firing the weapons. So we expected that it would be very immersive when we emphasize on these two major actions. From the previous work, we could use the camera motion effect for the character's movements and the impressive sound motion effects for Gunfire. By the way, we had to improve some points of the algorithms for eSports applications. First, it was very slow to compute the camera movements, but must be faster for eSports broadcasting. Also, impressive sound motion effects are not suitable for viewing FPS gameplay because we wanted to detect a specific gunfire sound, not general impressive sound. Moreover, let's imagine that you're shooting a gun. You may feel strong reaction force, but vibration cannot express that kind of force. We needed to make it better. In our system, for FPS gameplay videos, we estimated camera motion using images and detected the moments of gunfire using sounds. From this information, we computed proper motion effects for characters' movement and gunfire, then combined them. For the character movement motion, we followed the same procedure as Lee et al.'s algorithm, but the main bottlenecks were an optical flow estimation and RENSEC in camera movement estimation. So, we solved it using a faster optical flow algorithm and modifying RENSEC parameters. After that, we transformed camera movements to motion commands using washout filters. For more detail, please check the paper. For gunfire motion, we chose DNN for the gunfire detector, a simple deep learning model, and made a dataset containing two classes for that. Our model showed the hit rate over 90% and the false alarm under 20%. Then, we decided to present the basic motion profile for every gunfire, which mimics the strong reaction force using the pitch axis. To not exceed the pitch limitation, some portion of the remaining pitch value was added. In addition, for enjoyable experiences, we provided roll motion with the same basic profile but with a random range. Finally, we did a user study with 24 participants. We wanted to compare 4 motion conditions: none, motion effects for characters' movements, gunfire, and the sum of the previous 2. We asked 8 questions about overall user experiences and motion effect qualities. As a result, we found that the motion condition combining character movement and gunfire showed the best scores of immersion, harmony, and preference. Thank you for your listening, and please check our paper.